Now I'm on an adventure with Sergeant Deplorable. We've hit our first Goodwill. There was breakfast, and for once, it wasn't cooked by me. He cooked breakfast, and it was delicious.
Well, thank you.
So, where are we going next? Bricks and Wheels.
Yes.
Then there's going to be some Rosses, there's going to be some Targets, there's going to be a Lego store, there'll probably be more Goodwills. It's Monday. I've taken the day off.
He doesn't work till tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, so... yeah, we're doing a thing.
Yeah.
And we thought we'd make a video and bring you along with us. What did we get?
What did we get?
I got some Rebel.
Oh.
The good Rebel. I got a Star Wars book. I got a snack. I got a drink. Fanta. What do you get?
Single triad.
A triad. And?
Joystick.
A joystick for the Elite Dangerousing.
But it has yaw.
It has yaw. We don't know if it works or not.
And the foggiest.
Without a clue. We will find out today. Maybe. Onward. At Target, I acquired a Lego set with a hammerhead shark. We just this morning were wondering if they'd ever made one, and discovered, oh, they've got them at Target now.
Right now.
So that happened. And it turns out Nerf makes a dueling tree that I did not know about. So I've acquired one of those. I hope it's actually a dueling tree.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
It does say.
It looks like they don't actually flip back and forth like a dueling tree does, but
It says 6 swinging targets.
This is true. We will find out. We shall do a thing. And if it turns out to be rubbish, it'll still end up on my range, and then the weather shall destroy the electronics, and I won't care because I will still get to plink at the things. But it wasn't expensive, and I wanted one, so in the car. All right. Now to the Ross.
Yep.
The sergeant is organizing the loot.
Yes.
Because otherwise it would be chaos.
The
Ross was slightly successful. We were looking for something very specific. We're looking for the Reaper 2-pack with the max, because that will complete his Overwatch collection 100%. We're hoping we may have to hit a Ross or two and see if there isn't one somewhere out there somewhere. Two more. There's two more. Yeah. Anyway, here at this Ross, I did find shells for this thing for cheap, and a bag of my favorite gummies, the Albanese. I was introduced to these by some fan, and they're delicious and soft and juicy. And
the bag is the size of his head.
It's also huge. It was a big bag. Though they sent me like a 5-pound bag, and it took me like a year to eat it all.
But they were delicious.
This won't take me a year. This might not last the day. I shall die of beatus. I will beat Nick to it. That'll show him. All right, now to the Bricks and Wheels. We made it out of Bricks and Wheels. We still have our shirts on our back, so they didn't get us too bad. I got a bag of Lego. He got a bag of Lego. We're building very different things, but got strangely similar parts. Onward. The Lego store raid has been a success. It is the piratey thing. We couldn't find it at first. We were expecting it to be in a bigger box and in a different part of the store, and we'd given up, and we're gonna go find it somewhere else. And then I'm standing there, and
it's right in front of our
there
faces.
it is. It's a good thing it wasn't a snake. All right, onward. We were trying to go to a Ross. We ended up at a Goodwill instead. Show them what we got. What is it? I got a pretty shield, but it is official Lego, so it must be mine. And a blaster in a bag. In the bag. Show them the bag. Nope. Bag. Receipt. Blaster. It maketh the pews. I like it. Alright, let's find that Ross. And then maybe food. We've hit another Ross. He has failed to find the pack of Reaper things. But I have found more shells. And I bought all of the shells. Show them the additional shells. More shells. That's the same shells from before. We've gone into a holding pattern. You don't know. We could have 20 packs of shells. You know nothing. One Hulk rocket launch. Back. Truck. Rocket launcher, mostly for the rocket, but also because I think I only have 3 or 4 of them. No, 1
Launchers or?
I don't know. Ah, where's my mask?
Hmm.
We're going to go attempt to find food now. We'll see how that goes. Yet another Ross has thumbed its nose at the good Sergeant Deplorable, but he did find
Consolation.
a consolation. And I found... Show them the rockets. Show them the rockets. I found rockets.
And a launcher.
And a launcher. Pretty
But
sure
really-
I have a couple of these. But really, here's what it really came for. Shells. And shells. Some shells. I got some shells. He picked up some shells. I think there were some... Were there any shells? There were shells. And also shells. I learned my lesson with the sledge fire shells. Buy the shells! 10 years from now, 5 years from now, a week from now, there shall be no shells, and there shall be a mighty outcrying for where are the shells? And they're all in my storage unit. Okay, where are we going? Blue Village. Blue Village, and then I think that's it.
Yeah, I think it's home after that.
Yes.
Carcassonne. And
Carcassoning.
maybe some.
And Lego.
Dangerous and Lego.
And Lego. And then
And then I'm going to work.
I think he has to go to work. And then I'm going to go take a nap. Moving on. You're making noise. We haven't been showing the insides, but we're showing this one. We've got, is that the original or the Elite? Original. Oh, big cylinder. We've got 1, 2, 3. Some more of those. 4 barricades. A whole variety of other things. A bag somebody tore open to get one specific thing out of, apparently. Things. Found some arrowy things. Found a bag of random stuff. And then because Sergeant Deplorable dawdled, I got the 18-round drum. We're at another Blue Village. Actually have a decent amount, just nothing that we absolutely need. I'm sure there'll be many of you going, oh my god, you didn't get the what's it. We didn't get...
I think it's worth at least
There
taking a moment to
there was
appreciate someone's
that was actually very well done.
Take up the time.
The sergeant, however, did find something on the way. As we were pulling in, we saw somebody donating a thing, and he jumped out of the car and went and
Secured it.
We shall show it when we get out of here, which will be now. Sergeant, what have you acquired?
Box.
That is a gorgeous trunk. It matches your pants. Very nice. Lovely. All right, I've had enough of this. Let's go home. We made it.
Debatable.
We're back at the NSA safe house, and we have a trunk full of stuff, including a trunk.
Trunkception.
The trunk. There's a trunk in the trunk. The Lego set that I got. We got all this stuff. I think we've pretty much seen everything that we acquired already.
I think so.
The competition for in the content and down in the comments, the contest as they call it. Car. How many packages of shells did I end up getting all together? 10, 20,
85,
11.
17.
First person to get it right, I'll pin your comment, because I'm not even sure at this point. I will have to count. They're in a bag. We bagged them. They are in a bag. And I'm gonna go build a Lego set, and then eat like food or something, and play board games
like
and
chicken,
stuff. Chicken,
cheese, and chicken, and like
cheesy chicken,
yes,
cheese.
Yes. Rolls.
Weird. Rolls. A roll is a roll.
Ain't gonna get no toll. No, we ain't gonna get no rolls. We don't take no toll.
No, if we don't get no tolls, then we don't eat no rolls. Roll is a roll. Okay, we're gonna go now. Goodbye. I have returned after an exhausting couple of days. There were much travel, many people. Actually, not a whole lot of people, but a lot of travel. All proper precautions were of course taken, social distancing, mask wearing, all of that. I should be fine, though time will tell. But let's go over the loot. I got some interesting stuff. Starting with a street sign. Slow on one side, stop on the other. I assure you this street sign was acquired legally. Despite my piratical history, I am generally a fairly law-abiding person. Just don't ask me how I got it or where I was on Sunday. Yes, obviously the slow side was in my colors and like I must have it. So this will be going on the far end of my target range, down at the 120 mark, and it will be a nice big target for trying to hit at that range and should be lovely. Obviously there was a great deal of thrifting. I also actually did go to some stores and acquired some stuff, but during the thrifting I managed to find a Chaos magazine with the top. No sign of the Chaos though. I did also acquire a Hot Shock because these are fantastic and getting harder to find. Got some good Rebel blasters. I believe this is the Dauntless and it is just svelte, and I want to get a couple painted up in black and copper because I think that would look fantastic. I picked up a Sweet Revenge. It was marked for $7.99, which seemed a bit pricey for one of these, but it turned out it was Purple Tag Day, so I got it for 99 cents, which was definitely worth it. I picked up a Rebel Jolt because they are adorable, and I like the form factor. Sergeant Deplorable spotted this shield. Now, while gold unicorns on a pink background are not exactly my idiom, it is official Lego, so it'll be going in the Lego room. It could use a little bit of repair, though. Luckily, I have contact cement. What else do we find? I found a Star Wars book, the X-Wing Bacta War. I believe it's book 4 in a series. I do not have the first ones, but I don't know that they're particularly serial. They seem to be more episodic. We'll find out. Oh, what else do I find? I found some large arrows in my colors. They seem to be vaguely Zingbo-esque in that they've got hooks up front, so definitely wouldn't want to actually hit anyone with them, but I might be able to find a use for them, or, you know, alter the heads. We shall see. Found a random bag with one of the various jolts, an element, and a 12-round magazine. Couldn't go wrong there. And I managed to find an 18-round drum for $1.99. I thought the sergeant was going to bludgeon me over the head for it. Luckily, I was able to pacify him by giving him the bag of Lego that I found because it definitely fit his build style better. There was a particular element of it that will fit nicely in a large diorama that he is working on. Let's see, last thrift item I picked up. Well, oh, actually, this wasn't thrift, this was at Ross. Rockets. I have a bunch of these. Somebody recently made like a very small blaster fire these because they're very light, and I had a bunch of them already, so I want to try that build, transplanting this post onto, I don't remember what they attached it to, but it was ridiculously small for a rocket launcher, so that would be an excellent shield buster. Speaking of shield busters, I did pick up the Hulk rocket launcher because it was also at Ross on clearance, and I didn't have one, so I went ahead and grabbed it, if nothing else, just so I could have the rocket. I picked up a Fortnite Micro. I'm not sure this was actually supposed to go to me, but it's here. I picked up the Nerf dueling tree. It's not exactly a dueling tree because the targets don't flip all the way around to the other side and you don't have to hit them back, but it looks vaguely dueling tree-esque, and it will be a neat thing. I wanted to put in a pistol obstacle course type thing on my range where there's targets like this and targets you knock down and various things like that. So we'll see how well it works, and that will go to the range. I went to the Lego store and I picked up this thing. I also got a bag of Lego somewhere, but I'm not sure where that ended up. At Bricks and Wheels. It may have been a train. Anyway, I got the Pirate Creator set. People kept asking me if I was going to get it. Oop, Blair. And yes, of course, I got it. I've built the tavern set. I have not built the ship yet. The ship I will build on camera on my LEGO channel, so stay tuned for that. And I got the free set you get if you buy a certain amount of LEGO, so that's neat. And of course, I acquired a number of shell packs for the trilogy. And the contest is, of course, how many of these did I end up getting? Because I got a bunch of them, and we were a bit silly showing off how many. So the question is, how many did I actually get? First person to get it right will get their comment pinned. Anyway, yeah, I haven't done a lot of these. Goodwill was closed, of course, during the beginning of the plague, and I now don't live near 20 Goodwills, so it limits how often I can do these, but since I was going north to help a friend, I ended up meeting up with other friends and had the opportunity to do a Goodwill run and various store run, because there are no stores in Vader. It's a tiny little hamlet in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, there it was. This was fun. Got some good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't know when the next one will happen. Black Friday, maybe. Black Friday would be a good one if I'm not out of town visiting family, which I would really like to be, but plague, so who knows. Yeah. Thank you for watching. So I need to pee. You don't need to know that.
We're gonna edit that
I might
out.
edit that out and then put it at the end.